The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, live now.
This is Bobby Lashley. You're listening to Trash Talking Radio, 7 to 10 every Tuesday night.
And during the 2 moments that we have left, we wanted to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
Tuesday night from 7 to 10, if you don't listen to Trash Talking Radio on TrashTalkingRadio.com, you will feel the wrath and the fury. This is Roger Strong. You listen to the TrashTalkingRadio.com from 7 to 10 Tuesday night. Aywa, so mira come understanding, أنا مع Trash Talking Radio, يوم الثلاث الساعة 7 للساعة 10 كل يوم ثلاث TrashTalkingRadio.com.
Hey, this is Maddie Neidhart coming at you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and you're listening to TrashTalkingRadio.com every Tuesday from 7 to 10.
This is the Vital Idol, and you're listening to Trash Talking Radio every Tuesday from 7 to 10 on TrashTalkingRadio.com. Remember this, Vital Idol tells you it's got to be true, and when it's on the internet, it's got to be real. It's Trash Talking Radio every Tuesday from 7 to 10. I am Top Bob, the king of swing, the international rock star, way above par, the host with the most, Mr. Tuesday Night, the Vital Idol, classic white trash. Thank you very much.
This is the Latina sensation Mercedes Martinez talking to you at my Papi Chulo, Mike the Trash Talking Radio, Tuesdays from 7 to 10. Mwah. Have a good one, ladies.
Yo, this is New Jack, and you listen to Trash Talk Radio every Tuesday from 7 to 10. If you ain't listening to it, you ain't real. If you ain't real, you're the fifth. This is from the original case, OG style, baby. I do it like I want to do it, where I want to do it, when I want to do it, believe it. Hey, this is Chris Jericho, the sexy beast of the WWE. I'm the lead singer of Fozzy, and you're listening to Trash Talking Radio every Tuesday night from 7 to 10 p.m. and also available on the World Wide Web at www.trashtalkingradio.com. Don't miss it, ass clown.
Welcome to the Trash Talking Radio show. Please take a seat and help yourself to the snacks and beverages. The show will begin in just a few seconds. Are you ready? Are you seated? Please welcome your host. He is the singer/songwriter of the Uncle Sam Band. He is the host with the most, Mr. Tuesday Night, every woman's fantasy. He is the manager of champions, singer of songs, an actor without a script, lover of life. He is a Tesla driving, song singing, talk show hosting, son of a gun. Please welcome the Vital Idol, classy Mike Trash. Hey, do I get paid for this?
For the final time, you do not get paid for this. So, welcome to the Trash Talking Radio show. Tonight on the show, we're going to have a roll call to see who's here and who isn't here. All right, ready? All right, Ashley. Okay. Michael. Is there a Michael in the house besides me? Nope. Trish. All right. Well, guess who's going to get all your zeros tonight? It's going to be Christine's going to get your zeros tonight because no one's here except me and her. I always do that. Well, she's here, so she gets half zeros. She's in the chat room, so she'll get half a zero.
Okay.
So we'll let her get that. We'll give her something because at least she's in the chat room. The other people, I don't know. I know where Trish is. I know that she said she wasn't going to be here, but don't know about the other one. What happened to him? They must be attached by the hip. Hey, are you Mike Trash? You must be Mike. Well, you could probably do a better job of being me than me. Let me see here. I forgot to light my candle. See, I took some of these from upstairs, and I said, I'm going to use them down here.
Are we lighting a candle for something special?
Yeah. It's a secret. I like the way it smells, actually. We have two over there. We have one over there, too, but since Ashley's not here, her responsibilities for lighting the candle is not being done. Oh, look! There's Ann. Welcome to the show. All right. Well, we're going to put how about I put the special picture of the day up? Let's see here. Where is it? It would be there. How about that? That's a pretty cool picture, I must say. So, let's see. Now I will let's see if I can do this without too much of a hassle. Where is my... Oh, okay, that's why. It's up there. All right, now let's do this. Oop, we lost us. Got to put us back on. Let's see. How do I do that? I gotta think how I did this. That should be it. There we go. But I'm still missing my spinning cube. Okay, that would be number 3. There's the spinning cube. There we go. All right, let's get things on the... Oh, shoot, my thing wasn't low enough. Hold on, I gotta do one quick adjustment. Let's see. Where's the adjustment at? I need to do this. Then I need to do this. It won't let me move. Come on, let me move it. Layers. It was a layer. What layer? Yeah, it should have been a layer. Should have been the basic layer. Should be able to move that. Why isn't it letting me move? Darn it. Let's see, how do I do it? What would I do for a Klondike bar? Why isn't it letting me do it? I don't want to reset it. I want to do it. Should let me pull that down. It's not letting me move. Oh, position. Position's why. That's why. Position. There we go. There, we're moving. Now we moved. Okay. I don't do this enough. There, now it looks a lot better. Anyway, this is a fox. Hey. See the fox run? Run, fox, run.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, ironically, the fox run is one of the neighborhoods that they built around when I was a kid. I don't remember which one it was. I think it's the one down the street, but that's still Fox Run. And we are off. Okay, so what's that say? No other Michael. No, the other Michael isn't there because he got sent home from work because he got sick. And I got no ride where I would have came. Well, you know, should have let me know. I could have seen if our fleet was out. Anyway, fleet. All right, now let's get this thing rocking and rolling. We do have a death to report, and sadly, another friend of mine has died. So I saw it on this Facebook post, right there, and I looked at it, and I didn't recognize him in that outfit, but then I noticed his name right there. And this was a guy who, it's a really, really strange way that we met, but he was a friend of my younger brother's, and he introduced him to me. I became friends with him, but then he introduced Rob Noxious to me. And Rob Noxious and I became, well, legendary friends and not friends and then friends and not... Anyway, a roller coaster ride. But this guy here was one of the nicest guys to me. He always treated me well. He's always joking. He was always like he could never give you a straight answer about anything. And some people hate that. I think it's amusing. He was a great guy. He was a bit of a roughneck, and he got in trouble sometimes, but he'd give you the shirt off his back because he was one of those kind of guys. And I loved that guy. I saw him last October, I think it was. I did one of Rob's shows, and he was there, but he was there with a cane, and he looked really horrible. He looked like he had been through the ringer, and it's because he had been through the ringer. I guess he had a stroke and he had all kinds of things go wrong, and he had bad diabetes, and just, it was just a shame. When I saw this, my heart broke. I just thought, oh man, another guy that I cared about this guy. I mean, even though I hadn't seen him a whole lot in the last couple of years, I only saw him once in the last probably 5-6 years, and but I really liked him. He was I couldn't say a bad thing about him because he was a really nice guy. He's going to have a funeral coming up here at the Weidman Funeral Home, and there's some pictures of him and his friends and stuff, and we called him Ches, Terry Sanchez, but we knew him as Ches, and I just, it just really, it saddens me. I mean, he was so young. I think he was 54, and oh man, he has. I mean, there's a picture of him with his cane and stuff. They're gonna have services for him in Friday, 25th at 2 p.m. So for anybody that wants to go to the Weidman Funeral Home and Cremation, you can go there and pay your last respects. But this one hit me a little bit harder than some of the other ones. But I mean, it's one thing when there's somebody that you that was just an acquaintance, but at one point he was more than acquaintance. At one point I was seeing him all the time. We used to play video games together. We used to play this game when I was the Nintendo, the NES had a video game called Pro Wrestling. It was the tackiest, stupidest, compared to today's game. It was really simplistic, yet it could be really complicated. And I learned that game really well. Mm-hmm. And the smallest guy was called Starman, and they would pick all the big guys, but I like Starman because Starman would do a standing 360 and do a kick, and when you least expect it. And like him and his brother is Rob Noxious, and him and his brother would play that game, and specifically Rob Noxious would play it, and he hated me because I would beat him every single game. He said, "You can't beat me unless you use that star move." I said, "Well, of course. That's why it's there." He's the underdog, and it makes me want to play that game again because I just loved that game. That game was so easy to play, but it was so hard. It was you knew all the conditions had to be right for the moves to work. And today's games, you got to be like an analyst to be able to figure out how to play these games because there's so much you can do. You only had 2 buttons with the NES. With these games today, you have 2 joysticks, and you have 4 buttons, and then you have 2 buttons up here, and then you have 2 buttons over here, and then you have buttons underneath, and it's just a lot of buttons to remember. And that's why I'm doing okay with like Unkilled. Well, actually, I'm doing really well with Unkilled. But it took me a while to master that because I couldn't get the hang of the joysticks. It's not like Crossy Road.
I was just thinking that.
I just got her addicted to a Crossy Road. Oh, did I give your name? Yeah, I said
Yes,
Christine.
you said.
Okay. But Crossy Road, Ashley's played Crossy Road, and she liked Crossy Roads because we spent one whole weekend just Trish, me, and her playing Crossy Road. And all we would do is just laugh at each other and just like
Get hit by a bus.
But yeah, pass it. Well, they didn't even see some of the characters we found recently, and well, she's now playing Crossy Road. But we would play on the big screen, on the big screen in the living room, and we would just laugh so hard at it would just like we do, because it just is a stupid game. It's so stupid. But it's a fun game, and it's available on all platforms if you want to get it on your phone. But it's not as fun on the phone because it's not as big, and you got to be careful because there's lots of things going on there. But
things that come out of nowhere that knock you on your...
Yes. But yeah. Anyway, so we used to play that game, Pro Wrestling, and I used to get a lot of flack about how I'd win because I'd just keep doing that flippy thing, and it just drove them crazy because every time they'd have the big muscle guys that would be in there and pounding you all over, and this little guy could only do that flippy move, and he won with that flippy move. And then he could jump out of the ring too. That's right. He would actually fly over the ring ropes onto the guy outside the ring too. I loved that game. I long for games that were simplistic like that anymore. But anyway, so we called him Chez.
Yes.
And he was the brother of Rob Noxious. Rob and I have a long history, and I loved working for Rob's promotion, but I never got to work with Chez because he got out of the business when I was getting into the business, pretty much. I guess he wrestled a couple times after I got into business, but he was always there to support his brother because he always loved his brother, and he always wanted to do what he could do to help his brother succeed. And I'll tell you what, I will tell you this about Rob Noxious, and Rob and I are in good terms, and we're good friends. We're good friends again. I called him today, and the business is a crazy business, and he didn't. I mean, he loved the business. Chez loved the business, but he just couldn't do the business anymore because it just was hard on his body. As it is on, like, I can't do the business really anymore either because my knees are bad and my back is bad and my shoulders are bad, and I got some good parts left, but pretty much bad.
I can't confirm or deny that.
Yeah, well, I'd love to go in the ring, every once in a while just to remind myself I can't do it anymore, because when I was on the road all the time, I would love it. I'd get to an arena we have never done, and just it was just awesome. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I feel bad because Rob said that he was alone when he died, and I guess his teeth were clenched, and they found him on the floor dead. And I understand what that's like because that's how I found my wife, was on the bed, on the floor, dead, and that's a horrible way to think because I had all these guilt feelings in my mind because I kept trying to talk her into going to the hospital. I don't know about his situation, but it leads to a lot of questions in your mind. Could I have done something? Mm-hmm. And they had those same questions, but they talked to somebody that was in the medical field and said that he probably died in his sleep. So, I don't know. I just, I really liked Chez, and I hate to see that he's gone. And another guy died. Another one in my life has died. And wasn't by accident. It wasn't by a car. Wasn't by it was just, they died. Oh, by the way, I fixed the phone in case that person that was trying to get through on the phone is in the chat room again tonight. So if there is a need for calling, hopefully everything will work. Then I got to remember how to turn the phone into the mixer, but we're only going to have to worry about that if someone is calling. All right, let's move on. That's enough sadness in my life right now. All right, I didn't do the movie reviews, but I did do some stuff here with the entertainment field. So let's start with the entertainment field. All right, now, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 1 or 2? Did you like them?
Yes.
I loved it. 3 is coming out.
Groot.
Well, that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about Groot. He didn't say, I am Groot. Did you know that? Every time I saw it, I thought he's saying, I am Groot. He's not saying, I am Groot.
What's he saying?
I forget. I read it, but I read it a while ago. I'm going to tell you in a second here. I'm just going to post the things here so that people can see what we're talking about.
He took his arms?
No, what happened was he, in the first one...
Yes.
Okay, his arms were growing back.
Yes.
But now he is an adolescent, I believe.
Yes, 'cause he was a baby Groot.
Yes, he was. I like the baby Groot too. I got to tell you that was pretty funny that they did the baby Groot thing. And I guess I can close this out.
I mean, they
too.
put him in a pot. I mean,
Yes, they did.
Of all things.
Yes, they did. Let me put the fox. There's the fox.
That's not Groot.
That's not Groot. That's a cool. He's
It's a
got
cool
stockings
fox.
on. Do you like the
I
black
like
stockings?
the-
Oh, that's, by the way, that's a she. That's why she is wearing stockings.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. And my sister took all these pictures of the fox, and I just loved the fox. The fox is awesome. So I said I was going to use one of her pictures tonight. All right, now let's go back to Groot. Groot's removed arms made no sense. The limits of Groot's power remain unclear. The regenerative abilities he's exhibited thus far call into question the Guardians of the Galaxy scene. Groot's reaction to his arms being removed in the first Guardians of the Galaxy doesn't make any sense. Groot became one of the most beloved characters. I liked the baby Groot because he'd want to blow things up and stuff. It was so stupid. But anyway, somewhere in here it talks about Groot's ability. Where's it at here? There's little baby Groot. It talks about here it is. Made clear on several occasions on this new Groot on a separate character from the Groot that sacrificed himself in the Battle of Xandar, so perhaps Groot will always be smaller by comparison. But fans have speculated that Groot 2 may even grow to surpass his predecessor. The Groot character and Drax inspiration Vin Diesel. Wait a minute, where's the wait a minute, hold on here. They said that he wasn't saying Groot. No, I can't find it. No, let me see here. Oh, here we are. All right. Groot has become one of the most beloved characters in the MCU universe. An impressive feat, considering he's simply a tree. And it says all the dialogue is in his own name. However, the full extent of Groot's power still remains